So we're here at the St. James's Primary Sports Meet. Today is the 7th of March 2023. And we're about to have the march pass. The patrons are Tishel Sutton and Hussein Utley. They are former students and former athletes of the St. James's Primary School. And they're standing alongside the headmistress. And that's Miss Wallace. And they'll be passing in front of the patrons momentarily. So we're about to have the march past. Gold House is going to lead the way. Then we have Red House and we have Green House as well. Okay, go ahead, open it. So they're very proud of their alma mater. As a matter of fact, they might be going live today as well. Well, the march pass is on the way. And we have Gold House, champions from last year, leading the parade. And of course, we expect a very exciting meet today. It's the St. James's Primary Sports Meet. And then we have Red House. And of course, Red House would be trying to dethrone Gold this year. And we expect some really good races today. And then we have Greenhouse. They'll be hoping that the formation in terms of the parade doesn't remain the same in terms of the final point standings. And they'll be competing fiercely as well. So that's Greenhouse. And the parade will go around the field. The salute will be taken shortly. The patrons and the headmistress are standing at the far end. Just about to have the general salute. Flags go down. So Tishel Sutton and Hussein Utley, the patrons. So that's Red House, and then Green House will pass in front of the officials momentarily. So they'll make a formation and there'll be a general inspection of the troops. So there is Tishel and Hussein. So the patrons will now inspect the troops and give a word of encouragement here and there. And then we should be having the on the track action. So we have the inspection being done. So momentarily we should be having the on the track action.
We're asking everyone to stand as we have the national anthem.
We'll be having the national anthem of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Thanks, be seated. And we have seen the match pass. We have seen the patrons. They have examined the athletes.
So we should be having the first race of the day shortly.
Preparation for the start of the sport meet here this afternoon under the patronage of Mr. Hussein Utley and Miss Tishel Sutton. A special announcement. So we're asking the finish line.
Well, we're about to have the first race of the afternoon, 300 meters for kindergarten, and I think the girls will be coming first. So 300 meters for girls. Just about to get underway. First race of the afternoon.
Finish line. You ready?
So they should be getting out of the blocks momentarily. Looks as if we have a late athlete.
Okay, we're ready for event number 1.
The whistle has gone. Should be out of the blocks. So girls coming first. They're off. First race of the afternoon.
Number 1.
So right away we see red and gold at the top.
300 meters, the kindergarten
Well, gold especially pulling away now. I believe that could be young Douglas.
This is a 200 meter track.
Not too sure.
1.5 around this track.
Gotta be Douglas.
100 meters.
So young Douglas already making waves.
One goal, red.
Red House kind of holding her own for the moment. We have green, red and green at the back, but still pushing out at front is young Douglas for gold. Red House is burning out, but Douglas is going to take gold. She's moving away now.
100 meters.
Remember, she was a star athlete here last year. She did very well at Inter Premier as well.
Looking
Now
good.
making some nice strides coming on the final home stretch here. Looking really strong.
We have
Red House has lagged somewhat, and she's going to take gold easily.
looking for goal.
Mommy and daddy at the finish line, just waiting for their girl to come home.
Goal number 42.
Nice strides,
She takes gold.
good finish, and then we have red.
Red.
So Red House taking the silver, and then we have green challenging green.
Looks like green
But
will
green
take the bronze.
ahead, keeps ahead. Then red trying a little sneak up,
The red.
and so
Completes event
very
number 1.
supportive parents. The Douglas is right here waiting at the finish line.
Kindergarten to grade 2 girls. 3.7.
So actually it was kindergarten to grade 2 girls, and now it will be kindergarten to grade 2 boys. So the second race of the afternoon just about to get underway. Matter of fact, medals are going to be distributed by the patrons immediately after the race. So the two patrons will be presenting the medals momentarily. Well, we're going to have the second race of the afternoon, kindergarten to grade 2 boys, and just about to get out of the blocks momentarily. They're out of the blocks. Let's see who is leading in this one. So right away we see red at the top along with green. Green is struggling to keep up. There's another Red House athlete making a move just around the bend. He has made that move. So they're in a little bit of a bundle here. And at the top 4 athletes getting the encouragement. So the others struggling. 2 Gold House athletes at the back. But the Red House athlete has kind of burned out. And now the greens are at the top. So green and green challenging each other and pulling away from the 2 Red House athletes. The 2 gold, well, everybody together. So 2 greens together, 2 reds together, and 2 golds together. Apparently they don't know that they can separate themselves from the rest of the pack and take the gold medal. Well, one of them is deciding. He's separating himself from everybody. Here is the winner. Greenhouse athletes taking this one hands down, and then he's struggling for the silver, but he's gonna make it. Urged on by mommy. Then we have gold. Finally gold came up, and then we have red. The Red House athletes look encouraging at the start, but somehow they got burned out, and that's the end of that second race. Well, I'm not too sure. Well, the race is on the way. And we're gonna find out the distance on this one, but for the moment, it looks like well, we're not too sure in terms of which athletes they are, because I'm seeing pretty shoes, and but it looks like Gold House though. So Gold House along with red staying close, but gold leading for the moment, being encouraged now. And they're getting the encouragement. They're all close to the track, the encouragers. And gold still leading. Red is getting close. So green at the back.
This is event
And then we see Gold House still with that lead. And is he going to be challenged?
final 100
The
meters.
Gold House supporters, they're right into this. All across the track, close to the track.
Looks like goal is
So,
goal and
Gold, and do we have a challenge here? Well, it's still going to be Gold. He's finishing with a little bit of a rush now, as if somebody told him that somebody's coming. And he's going to take Gold. And then we have Gold in second. And those are, well, I know who they are now, because who is waiting at the finish line? Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams. She has taken a goal for this afternoon.
the judges
Oh,
can't
she's
see the
more
goal
tired than them. She's absolutely more tired than them. She's burned out. Looks as if she was actually doing a 300 meters herself.
line. It's a good start for the
So
400 meters.
it's 400 actually, so it's a 400 meter race.
Grade 2 girls.
And these are the grade 3 girls. So Greenhouse already making some waves, pulling away. Then we have Gold, then 2 Red House athletes, and then we have a red at the back as well. But for the moment, Green looking very strong, leading for the moment. And Green looks as if
200 meter track.
she's going to extend the lead. Moving along nicely. We have Red trying to chase, then Gold, then Red. And there's a Red way back, making sure everybody else in front is in good standing. So Green storming away. Red has some long legs. Can she do some catching up? Well, it doesn't appear so, because this Greenhouse athlete has decided that this is her race. And one foot into primary, I would imagine. And look at the finish. Look at the finish. My goodness. Good rush for the finish here. Tremendous finish. Tremendous finish. And then Red House. She has maintained a good stride all race long. Just wasn't quick enough. And then we have Gold.
Looks like goal will take the bronze.
Here's Gold.
Goes for fourth. And then there's still one more athlete. And that's a
And
record.
then we have Red.
In this grade 3 girls 400 meters, the record was held by T. So, athlete number 32.
So it's another 400 meters race. The track is 200 meters, so they'll have to go around twice. So just about to get going. So 400 meters. And the Red going past, well, not quite. Gold trying to hold on. Red has gone ahead now. So Red leading Gold. And then we have Green. So 3 athletes in this race. They have to go around again. And Red leading, but already seeming to be struggling somewhat, as Gold and Green closing the gap on him. Green has gone ahead. Green looks as if he's working on battery. Red is struggling badly now. He has burnt out himself.
The grade 3 and 4 boys.
So it's grades 3 and 4 boys. And Green looking back to see if he see his friend from Gold.
One green.
So for the moment, Green moving nicely. Red is within striking distance. I think it could be interesting because he's motoring up now, trying to close the gap. But I think Green has gone too far. I think it's too far. Too little too late for Red. He's trying hard though, but I don't think it's gonna work. Green storming home. He has done a very good run indeed. Tremendous run. And then Gold. And Red, who seemed so promising early in the race, actually was leading at one point, and it seems as if he just burnt out himself and comes home to some applause.
So let's bring in the red house athlete, the final athlete in this 400 meters. Red takes bronze. Lisa Mills.
So you see grades 5 and 6 girls,
Athletes in this race.
and red already having a little bit of a lead,
Gold, 2 gold.
but she's being kept close by gold and a couple of golds also, and a green in the mix. Red at the back, gold making a move now, but red says no way, no way, I wanted to pass me. So it could be a very interesting finish here because gold is staying close. Gold still staying close. Gold being encouraged. Gold making a move. Red still holding on. Red holding on, but gold hasn't given up yet. Gold is giving it her all. Red is giving it her all. It's a great race. Red, gold has burnt out. Gold has burnt out. Red pulls away. Gold just couldn't keep up. And there's Humpy. Big six. Somebody for him is in that race. We have a bit of a rush between gold and green. Green gives up the ghost as gold comes in. Red can do a sneak up here, but green gets in ahead of her. It looks as if there are just two competitors in this race, and it means that one is going to get a gold medal and one is going to get a silver medal, no matter what happens, unless they stop. Out of the blocks. So green and red, the house is represented in this one. Red making the move early. Green not pushing too hard as yet, but I think he's capable. And so it's red. For the moment, red house athlete leading the way. Green, I think, not really pulling out the stops as yet. My mind tells me that green can make a comeback. And red huffing and puffing around. Now I believe that green is going to make a move soon because look at it. Red has burnt out. Red has totally burnt out, and green is just now making that move. Just as I thought. And red doesn't seem to have anything left in the tank. So green is leading now and has gone left him. Green says, hey, I'm not an idler. I'm not going to stay with you. I'm going to pull away. I'm going to take this gold medal. And red has virtually given up the goal. See, he isn't trying at all to come back. So very good run that by green. He knew when he wanted to make that strike. He made the strike. He made it beautifully. And he has taken the gold medal. So red burnt out about midway in the race and has to settle for the silver. Now on the hillside, that's the man Shorty. Normally he runs around with his grandchildren. Certainly he's a spectacle at every St. James's sports meet, but I think he's a little injured this year. So he says he has made up his bed on the hill, and he has his bed made up on the hill, and he is watching the race from the hill with one of his grandchildren, of course. So that's a royal seating there for the King Shorty. Now the starter has resorted to the flag. Apparently there's some issue with the starting gun.
400 meters,
So,
grade 6 boys.
grade 6 boys, 400 meters. We have
Six
Green
athletes in this race.
Williams
Green,
already out front. So I
two
think it's
green, two
Austin
brown,
and
two red.
Justin. Well,
Green
Austin
looking
is
good.
pulling away.
Looking for the
And
record.
his
The
brother
first Lyman.
normally is pretty close
Let's
behind
see
him
what
or
will
tries to
transpire.
emulate him, but he's
Red
really
House
pulling
looking
away.
good. Number 37
He's
on the
really
plate.
looking strong.
Out
And
front.
then there's a
Green in
Red House
second.
athlete.
Green
And
third.
then there's
Green
the brother,
fourth.
Justin.
Green fifth.
Justin seems to be struggling though.
So out front the
But
two
Austin,
boys
no
are the
struggling
Green House
this.
athletes.
He's running along nicely. Red House might even be thinking about an upset here. But I don't think it's on because Austin is away. Certainly has pulled away.
Looks like
And
Green
getting some encouragement now.
will take the
He's going to
second
storm
straight
home.
red. Let's see
Going
what
to
will
storm home
happen.
now,
Green
Austin
is
Williams.
pushing. Red is coming. Green is pushing.
And a very strong finish, very good run.
So Green
And then
takes
we
the
have Red House
red
athlete
points.
taking second. And then we hear there's the other Williams, then red, then green. And Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams right into this thing today. And then we have the greenhouse athletes coming through. So here's Green. At least he got home. So 100 meters, but 60 meters it is. Little ones. There's a Red House athlete already making a move. Red leading for the moment. And looks to the crowd. Then gold. Then green.
And then followed by green. It's a 60 meters, the kindergarten boys. Up next, we're going to have the...
Well, the only thing these three didn't do is to sign autographs. They certainly have a fan club. Even have the walks to go with it.
Lane 3 is the kindergarten girl. Her number is number 1. So we can hear that? Yes, alright.
So the females, they're coming through now. And we already see Douglas. We already see Douglas. Douglas storms away home. I'm sure a record has gone there. I'm almost certain that a record has gone there. But we have some interference on the track. And trying to get the interference off the track. So we have the boys. 60 meters is the distance. A little bit of a false start.
Charleston Primary School, your bus is ready. Charleston Primary School, your bus is ready.
So here they go. It's the boys. And red and gold. Tight. Red and gold. Red pulling away. Red pulling away. Nice strides. Lovely strides. Green sneaks in the picture. And so green is second and gold third. Crowd building up nicely here at the St. James's Recreation Ground.
7, 2020. My DJ, you go cancel the music under my voice, you know. Like a little tickling under my voice. I did. You want the scores? Okay. Red House, Red Dragons! You're on 36 points. Red Dragons on 36 points. Green Giants! I hear you. final points for the Gold Eagles. We can't hear you. Gold Eagles! Okay, the Gold Eagles leading the way by a big margin of 50 points. So red on 36, green on 48, and gold on 50. What a big lead. Yeah, you're leading bigly. In my chop voice. Bigly. Alright. So we just completed the 60 meters. I think up next we're going to have the distance races. The distance races would be the 1200 meters. Let me check my program here. Yes, the 1200 meters open. I think it's a 200 meter track. So 6 times 2 is 12. So we'll go around the track 6 times. Danny, who are the sponsors for this race? 1200 meters. Because I don't have the sponsors yet.
Service, Lorna Hawkins, Constantia Cooley, Sparkling Shine Car Wash and Landscaping, Romaine Mills, Ventus Construction and Equipment Rentals, Evans Thompson, aka Monkey, Islander Waters Taxi, Drusilla Paris, Leopard Pepperton, the Honorable Troy Library, Daniel Surveying and Associates. These are the sponsors for the 1200 meters open female.
Alright, those are the sponsors. The record Tiana Library, 4 minutes 28.26 seconds. All the way back in 2015, and she was on Red House. So we're gonna have the 1200 meters open. Remember, it's a 200 meter track, so it's 6 times around the track. In the meantime, I'm here with the patrons. I'm here with Hussein Atley and Tisha Sutton, and of course, I hope you all are not shy, because I like to speak to my patrons, you know. I like to speak to my patrons, but before that, let's go trackside.
Well, it's going to be the 1200 meters open for girls. We have some 7 athletes in this one. And they're off. So, slow start. They have to go around the track, I think, some 6 times. And so, green and gold. Well, green especially has taken a bit of a lead now. Maybe deciding that if I have a strong lead, even if I start to walk a little later, I would still be in the lead. So the others not far off really, but you get the impression that green is totally in control here for the moment. We have already seen that young lady and this young lady run for the afternoon in that same position, first and second. Out front, green. Definitely one for the inter-primary. And she continues to pull away. We'll get back. But she's really doing a good one here. I think she's threatening to catch up on red and lap her. Real nice strides. I get the impression as if this Red House athlete is in danger of being lapped. Oh, she has stopped. She has stopped. But she's going to lap her nonetheless. So she had lapped 1. Well, she's tired. She stops. But now she's going to lap a couple more. But it's obvious that she's tired. Here's another one to be lapped. And then she's going to go for, oh, That athlete says, no, I can't be so
So his feet are still in front.
embarrassed, but she has pulled up now, giving up the ghost.
Four by Red.
So red struggling here. Red and gold tag teaming to stay together, and then we have gold. So how many more can she lap? Well, this is the last lap, and somebody is saying lap all of them. This could be a good finish here. She has gone past another. She's heading now for the others. That could be a goal, just to lap the others. She could be challenging the record, despite the fact that she has stopped a couple of times. Laps another one. And so here goes. She's going to try to lap these, can she? I doubt it. I doubt it. They're getting some encouragement. She's gonna lap them. She's gonna lap them. She's gonna lap them. She has lapped them. This is a tremendous. Oh, they think that they are chasing after her. They have to go around. They have to go around. They thought that they were going to finish too. My goodness. So they have to go around again. A little bit of a mix-up with this track here. That's tough. That's tough. Have to go around again. So the leader there, the winner, she just lapped them all, and there was some confusion. But the second placer is coming in. Second placer goes in. She has done a very good run. Takes the silver to loud cheers. Looks as if this is the third placer. Comes home. And then gold. Here's gold. And then we have gold. Remember, there was a little mix-up earlier, but this time she can go home.
So we have the athletes here. They just concluded 1200 meters. Put your hands together for the athletes. Athlete number 32. Greenhouse.
Here's a rush here by Green.
And we have the athlete of Red House in number 9. Number 9, I don't know the names. So those are the athletes that just completed the race. 1200 meters open girls.
1200 meters open males.
Sponsors who are in the midst.
It's going to be 1200 open for boys, and we have some 4, 8, 9 athletes in this one. 9 in this one. The female version was pretty exciting. Let's see what we get in this one. Looking for Williams in green to probably take this one. But there's a Red House athlete pushing out early. So he's pulling away nicely, the Red House athlete, but you get the impression like he won't be there for too long.
Yes, remember it's only $30 to sponsor race.
So right away, Austin Williams starts to make a move, but Red House still holding on to that lead position. Actually still pulling away quicker, I guess, until he burns out.
Yes, we see some 9 athletes representing the races in this race. So
We'll get back on the next lap. So I think this could well be the final lap. Let's make sure the whistle goes. Final lap. And Green is leading. Red was staying close, but he has dropped back. So up top is Green, and he's gonna lap a couple more. He has lapped a couple. So we have seen this in the first race. We have seen it in this one as well. He has lapped another. The other Williams brother is here, and Green is going to lap another, and he's trying to catch this one before he turns the corner, but he won't. So here he comes, Austin Williams. What a finish, what a effort. That's some serious effort. Serious effort to finish after all of that. And then we have the second placer coming through. Here's the second placer, Isaiah. And then we have a rush. We have a rush here. We have a rush. We have a rush. We have a rush. We have a rush. And he has beaten young Williams. And then Red House Athlete is burnt out. There's Williams, having done a fantastic run. So we have Red and Green. Here's Green storming to the finish line now. Good finish for Red. He has to go around again. And then we have Gold. Then we have, Shotty has gotten off his bed. Said he wasn't going to come down here. He was going to stay on his bed. But family comes first, I would imagine. So Shotty got out of his bed. Well, it's one of the fun races. Fill the bucket. And Red leading for the moment. Red doing very well. So Red still has a lead. And then Gold and Red. Seems as if girls are in this one as well. So it's a mixed race. But Red certainly large and in charge here. I think he has one more to take up. Just one more. Now it's bucket time. Bucket time. He should be going home. He waits a little bit for them, but they still can't catch him. He's gone clear. And then we have the little Red beating the Gold. And then we have Green. So this is going to be socks and shoes now. Just about to get on the way. We have some females and males. So it's another mixed race. Young Douglas is in this one. So speed isn't all of it now. There's another aspect in terms of shoes and socks and who could get them on more quickly. So we are looking closely to see. Douglas is moving quickly though. It's all about shoes and socks now, not just about speed alone. So some of them fixing their socks as if, you know, they're going to get an inspection and knocking out their socks to make sure nothing is in their socks. I mean, all that really shouldn't be done. No, it's all about getting them on and tying those shoes. Douglas is struggling because there's a greenhouse boy here, but Douglas is out of the blocks. Douglas gone. And then we have that youngster. He should have been moving out by now. He's still struggling to tie those laces. Still tying those laces. We still have a couple of them fixing their laces. Well, the parents are screaming their support here, but well, it's all about taking their time, making sure that the shoes are tied properly. But we have another. He's gone. And there's gold. And there's red. Red is dragging his shoe. So his shoe is not on properly at all. So something wrong with his shoes. And then we have Greenhouse Athlete making sure that the strings are properly tied. And so she's not going to go up there until everything is well in order. So she should be coming up this way momentarily. Gets a loud cheer. She's gone. Sack races are normally really exciting. People tumble over, and some people can really jump in these sacks. Now we're going to see what this one brings. But either way, I think it's going to be something to behold. The spectators are eagerly anticipating this. So should be getting on the way momentarily. On the starters orders.
Let's go.
They're gone. Well, one has gone down. The young lady has gone down. But at the top, red takes it. And then the others. I will tell you that the Brandy Williams connection, the family is out in their numbers here today. Full support for the athletes. Really nice to see. It's the dress-up race. And we have to be careful with this because the English language is technical. If you say dress-up race, then you should have a cotton ground race. So I think the correct pronunciation would be dress-up race. Dress. The DR should be pronounced. No, they're having some difficulty getting those shirts on. Some of them having some real difficulty. We have a winner. We have a winner. And then we have a second placer. And then we have a third placer. The crowd already onto the track virtually. They're all around the athletes. And there's an athlete up there still struggling. One hand in. One hand in, one hand out. She says, well, I'm not staying up there by myself. And so that's how it works. So we have grade 1 boys. Well, no girls in this one. It's pure boys, only boys. Dress up race, and these have to, it's not a t-shirt, no, it's a shirt that they have to button up, and I would assume that they have to get it buttoned up correctly. Now there's always a debate, do you button your shirt from top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top? They say normal people button their shirts from the top to the bottom. I button my shirt from the bottom to the top. Does that make me abnormal? That is the question. Vern Powell of late memory, blessed memory, he told me that it's not normal for me to be buttoning my shirt from the bottom to the top. So these guys seem to know about the top to the bottom, but I'm really slow with it though. Maybe if they had done it the other way. Here's a winner though. We have a winner. A definite winner. So we have a definite winner. And then we have the others making sure that their shirts are properly buttoned. Crowd into it. We have, it's gone. And then we have one more to come. His buttonholes may be a little smaller than most, but he's here. So it's grade 1 girls. Now we have young Douglas in this one again. She's taken gold in all of her races so far. But now there's a test, an extra test, not just speed now. She's struggling already. Struggling already is Douglas. Late to get that hand in. Oh my goodness, Douglas is way behind now. Douglas is struggling big time. Somebody else that have already started to button. Douglas is still trying to find that sleeve. Obviously, that's not her shirt. And now the other shirt here, this one is not being buttoned properly because one end is longer than the other. How do they rate that in terms of the final judgment? We have a winner down here because Red House looks as if she's going to get out of the blocks quickly. If she has a bit of lead on Douglas, though, Douglas, I think, would be able to catch up if it's not too big a lead. But Red is struggling somewhat. I thought she would have completed that buttoning up already. They can't help the parents. They could talk as much as they want, but we have a winner. I'm not sure if it's properly buttoned though. There goes Douglas. And then we have green. Well, then red. No, the thing about that first placer, the shirt isn't buttoned up properly because one end is longer than the other. So how do they judge that? Well, it's now turn of the lemon spoon. And we have green leading for the moment. Green leading for the moment. Green, no dropped limes. And gold second. Then we have a little bit of a close one.
With 48 and goal with 50. So we have some scores after the 1200 meters. The Gold Eagles, let me hear you. Gold Eagles on 67 points, still going strong. What about the Red Dragons? Red Dragons! Red Dragons on 74 points. And taking the lead away, we have the Green Giants on 76 points.
We're going to have 200 meters now. And they're out of the blocks. It's a 200-meter track, so they should be heading to the finish line once they come around. We have Gold House in front and then red and red in third. But red and gold at the top. This is going to be the real race because red is making a move. Gold says no. Gold is trying to hold on. Red says yes. And the two of them now virtually neck and neck. Virtually neck and neck. This is a real race. Gold has given up. Gold has given up. Red is taking it. Red takes gold. And then the others. So the previous race was the grade 6 girls, and we're going to have now the grade 6 boys. Should be getting out of the block shortly. Again, those two Williams brothers, Austin and Justin, are in this one. I guess the feelings would be that Austin is going to take it again. There they go. Austin pushing out early. Again, we have that Red House athlete. Well, there's a Gold House athlete now trying to upset the apple cart. But Austin says, no, I'm large and in charge here. And so he's pulling away. There he is, pulling away. Austin Williams, large and in charge. Gold House athlete in second, trying his utmost, giving it his all. But it's Austin. Then Isaiah in third, and then Justin Williams coming along. And then we have Greenhouse athletes. Just making sure everybody's okay in front of them. So just about to get going momentarily. We have 5 athletes in this one. So just about to get going shortly. And just about to start. Just about to go. They're on their way. So there's the Greenhouse athlete already taking the lead. Green chased by red. Green is pulling away. Green has gone. Green has pulled away. And Green is leading this one by a good distance now. Totally large and in charge. We remember her running an extremely good race earlier. And here she is again, storming into primary material. And then we have that Red House athlete who has always chased after her. And then we have gold. And then we have red. And then we have one more red. understand that this greenhouse athlete has broken the record. And if she has broken that record, it could well be a record set by Tiana Liebert, and it has to be a really good athlete to do that. So, Demaya Lagi is the name. Remember that name for into primary.
Somebody said her mother was athlete.
So we have maybe the grade 3 boys now. Yes, see what happens. Red pulling away. So red pulling away. And then we have, looks like Gold House athlete maybe chasing after him. But so far, that Red House athlete looks really good. That Red House athlete. That Red House athlete. Oh, he has stormed away from the pack. Puffing and puffing as he goes home to take gold and green. And then gold and gold. The Brandy boys, I believe. Brandy Williams. I think he would have come fourth placer. Here is the patron for the day. So the smaller children will be doing 150 meters. And so they've gone a little closer to the finish line and will be getting out of the block shortly. So it should be another interesting one. Out of the blocks they go. Let's look closely. Kindergarten to grade 2. Goal, that's Douglas. Douglas into primary mat. My goodness. Douglas. It's all Douglas. It's all gold. There's Douglas. Storming away. Nobody to compete. And then we have red. Then we have red. Then we have green. Challenging green and red. Passed on the line. So record by Douglas. Smashing the record for the 150 meters. So Douglas is doing extremely well. So Douglas has been star athlete again, just as she was last year. So we're gonna have the boys kindergarten to grade 2. So just about to get going. Now here they go. They're off. Should be another interesting one. Kindergarten to grade 2. Green leading the way, but red is chasing after him. There's red right on his heels. There's red as they make the curve now. Coming along nicely. Red still holding on to a bit of a lead, but green now right in the mix. And red pulls away. Red pulls away. And then we have green and red and gold and gold. So we might have a pram race later. May just have a pram race later. I have the privilege to be chatting with one of the patrons for today, Tishel. Tishel, how honored do you feel, or how do you feel to be so honored today?
I am extremely honored and humbled by the opportunity to be the patron for today's sports meet.
Talk to us a little bit about your athletic career. Going to the St. James's Primary School, what races were you particularly interested in or took part in?
I was good in the 15 and I was good in the 8, but I like to think that I'm the patron today because I was an all around student. I was good athletically and also academically.
Proud of you. And in terms of records, do you have any records standing here?
No, but my brother, who's now passed, he would have had records here.
And of course, you want to say a shout out to your mom and anybody else who would have helped in your upbringing.
Yes, I'd like to shout out my mom, who was very supportive of myself and my brothers. I would also like to shout out Miss Danielle Wallace for awarding me the opportunity to be the patron for today.
Final question: which house you back in?
Red House.
All right, congratulations. But it's going to be a quick one, 4 by 100 meters. And we have green, well, gold leading for the moment. Red taking over the lead now, going alongside green, going alongside gold, that is. So green, red and gold going across nicely. And the baton will be passed off momentarily. Let's see who comes away with the baton first. A little bit of a drop baton down there. That's bad for green. So green dropping the baton. And now we have red leading. Oh, he was going the wrong way. And I think they're confusing them, these parents and teachers. Too many of them on the track. And it's a little bit confusing for the children. So here they go. So red still leading. Red still leading. Green is in second. Gold is in third. And green has come back big time because remember that baton was dropped. Now red just to finish now. I think it's all about finishing now. And here comes red. Here comes red. Here comes red. It's red. It's red. It's red, folks. And then we have young Douglas there in second. Well, we're going to have another one of those exciting 4 by 100 meter races. They're just about to get going. Just making sure that the other stations are set and ready. So they should be getting out of the blocks momentarily. And as you would have noticed, the crowd gets involved. They want to be on camera, obviously, so they block out the camera. So this is a mixed race. Remember that the role here at St. James's is pretty small. So we have boys and girls in this one. Boys don't like to be beaten by girls, but right now it's the young lady who is leading. The two boys have to take second and third spots as she passes off first. She passes off to gold, so it's gold leading. And we have green, and we have red. And rushing through now. Nicely in the lead, passes off, no fumble, but it's green. Look at them, all excited. Gold and green, it's gold and green, folks. Red is trailing. Gold is gonna pass off first. Gold passes off first. Baton is taken easily and nicely. Green is chasing after. Can Green catch up? She has been a terrific athlete all afternoon. Oh my goodness, she has caught her. She has caught her. I told you so. One for the inter-primary. That's a top run. Serious top run, that. Well, we're about to have 800 meters. And they're out of the blocks. And we already have a greenhouse athlete deciding to push away. Remember, they have to go around the track around 4 times. So I'm wondering if the greenhouse athlete has a plan, because I think reality is already hitting him now. He has some encouragement though, definitely. But this is only for a short time. The others, let's see if any of them, when he burns out, look as if they're strong enough to catch up. Maybe, maybe not. But definitely, that greenhouse athlete at the top still has a bit of a lead. And when the real burnout comes, I guess he's hoping that the others will be burnt out as well. Maybe it's a good plan after all. So he's still leading. Still in the lead. And he has slowed up badly though. And so it's now about running on cruise control. Does he have the endurance? The others would be trying to get closer. He's getting the encouragement, so he's pushing out. He looks back, knows he's in trouble. The others are trying to close the gap. There's a Red House athlete making a serious move. And then he pulls up somewhat, but he's still going. So out front, Green, I must tell you though, that even though he's on cruise control, he's very determined. He's very determined. And so the other athletes are trying to close that gap. So far, the youngster holding out. I would have to say that his strategy is working. Definitely working. Because the lead he has, he could even walk a little if he has to. And he's so determined that he's pushing out again. He's pushing out again, so maybe he's on geothermal energy. Here's Brandy Williams who's going to do some encouragement now. So too are some of the other parents. Has to be that Hazel has a one or two in this one. She's giving them the encouragement here. She's right in there with her boys. So, grade 3 and 4 boys it is. That greenhouse athlete has held on, definitely, but he's been closing now. There's a greenhouse athlete who is closing in on him. Is he going to give it up these final 100 meters? We have a move by that other greenhouse athlete. But this one has done so well. He deserves to win, but there's a guy who is right on his heel and has passed him. He has passed him, and now a Gold House athlete is rushing him. Look at this, look at this. He has passed him. Tremendous run. Well, well, well. Out of the blue. He really rushed through there. And all that hard work was undone in the end. And here's one of the Brandy boys, I believe.
Encourage him as he finishes his 800 meters. This is the grade 3 and 4 boys.
Well, keep your eyes on the greenhouse athlete. She has certainly won a number of races all afternoon. And it's 800 meters action right now. So they're off. And let's see what the strategy will be. Greenhouse already taking a bit of a lead here. And it looks like Gold House athlete deciding to try and stay close. But she has a definite strategy. She has decided that she wants to establish an early lead in this. And she has really done superbly all afternoon. She comes across now. It's all green right now. Takes the turn, looking strong. Gold is in second. And that Red House athlete who has taken silver to the greenhouse athlete all afternoon, just about to take her spot. She has gone past the Gold House athlete, then there's another red, but way out front, almost running by herself right now, is that greenhouse athlete. She has definitely done superbly all afternoon. And we have to remember that name into primary 2023. Looking cool, calm and composed. Almost as if she has a hookup to geothermal energy. The others are struggling. They probably work with Berwick battery. But right up top is the greenhouse athlete. And moving along nicely. She's going to lap one. So she has lapped one. And Red so discouraged that she has started to walk. But Green not concerned about that. She has her focus. She's focused and certainly doing really well. Hasn't really missed a beat up to this point. Nice, cool strides. And might just catch up some more again. So I think she would have lapped 2 already. I think she would have lapped 2. Now she might be aiming to try to lap some more. But she really has a good lead here. And I think she's going to be told to try to go for the record. It's encouragement there to try to go for the record. And you could see that there's a definite push trying to do that record. She gets there.
Was that a record?
And then have the, I think this is the second placer. So a long time in coming. So the Red House athlete who normally comes second to that greenhouse athlete, well, this is goal. Finishing. Her hair flying in the breeze. Tremendous finish. Tremendous finish. Great finish that. And this Red House athlete, she normally takes the silver, but not this time around. But she has certainly done well all afternoon. She has participated, I think, in all of the races as well. And generally has done superbly. And then we have red. Red coming through. I thought she was finishing. But I've sent her around for another lap. Now, this could always be a bit of a mix-up. If they don't count properly, they could be sending those children around more times than they deserve. I'm not sure if that's correct on that occasion. I don't know if this Red House athlete is completing or has to go around again. She's certainly in pain. She's under stress as she comes around here. Well, she has decided to finish with a run, and that's good. Shows that she's not discouraged and that she is enduring to the end. As usual, nice little crowd here for the St. James's Primary School. So we have one athlete on the track, and like I said, she's under some duress because she was just holding her chest, and I think she might be crying, but somebody has told her to finish with a run, and so she has a little bit of a throttle here as she comes along. Last 60 meters or so to come, and she gets a round of applause from the supportive crowd. She's crying. She's actually crying. A bit of a sad thing there, but she has completed the course, and that's the important thing. I think this is going to be the final 800 meters, and then we'll be going into the exciting 100-meter events. Cool start. Nobody rushing to take a lead as we have seen in some of the other races. Even though Goal has a slight lead on the others, but nobody trying to rush away from the pack as yet. So it's gold and looks like green, then red, then red. So gold leading for the moment. Green is in second, but within striking distance. And then we have the two reds behind. So gold leading for the moment. Green in second, red in third,
800 meters, 5 and 6
red in
girls.
fourth.
We have
So
four
it's
athletes
grades 5 and
will
6
representing
girls.
this event.
And
I see two red, it looks like one green
gold
and one
still
gold.
maintaining that lead.
Remember, this is a 200 meter track, so the athletes have to
So
turn
it's
around this
still
track 4
gold.
times. 4 times 2 is 8. So it's 4
And
times
second
around
place
this track.
is green. Third is red.
Want to say good
Then
afternoon to
there's
those who
another
just
red
joined us.
way back.
We witness the sporting event 2023 St. James
So
Primary School
Gold House,
under the esteemed patronage of
they're
Mr. Hussein
following
Akin
her really.
and
She has
Miss
set the
Cecil
pace.
Sutton.
She hasn't established a strong lead, but the others are not inclined to go past her. She gets some encouragement as she goes. And gold, no, green seems as if she's biding her time for the right time to move.
Yes, so we go back to the race at hand, 800
So
meters.
gold
I think that's 2
and
laps
green.
completed.
Still gold and green. You get the impression as if green is going to make a move when she's ready. And it's going to be a strong move. It's going to be a strong move when she's ready. So gold will have to watch that closely as she comes across. Is this the finish? And maybe this is the finish. So there's nobody. No, we have one more lap. One more lap. Red though is within striking distance. Green has dropped back badly. So this is the last lap. And gold could probably lap this Red House athlete who is walking, now starts to jog. She might just lap her, that Gold House athlete, and maybe even the Red House athlete as well. Green now is walking as well. Here's Gold pulling away now. She has certainly done this beautifully, and she's going to lap that Red House athlete. Let's see if she does. Just about to do so. Seems to have burnt out, but she's making some bigger strides now. Closing the gap on her. Laps her now. And beautiful strides. Beautiful strides. Champion by a mile. And then we have Red House athlete coming through. So here's the Red House athlete taking the silver.
Athlete of green, she's walking, Yes, that athlete is third place, athlete number 36.
So Greenhouse comes in now.
And she's been cheered on.
Finishing with a strong run.
She's been cheered on. I like that.
Good finish.
So she will get the bronze.
Tremendous finish
And then we still have
for
an
third
athlete
place.
of Red House in front.
And there's one athlete of Red House still on the track. So Red House with a jog. That's even better than walking.
So we have this Red House athlete.
And she's just going to cruise home to complete the course.
She's going to finish. Let's bring her home.
Gets a round of applause.
Let's bring her home.
Here she comes.
Determination to finish the race.
So Red House finishing just about now. A round of applause as she gets home.
I think this is the final 800 meter event.
Well, I think it did say that the previous race was the final 800 meter event, but this is it. It's the big boys, grades 5 and 6. And so we have the brothers Williams in this one once more. Green at the top has done extremely well all afternoon, taking all of his races. And then his brother in gold for the moment in second, but that Red House athlete has been between both of them most of the times. For the moment, it's the green top in front. His brother is in second, and he would want to try to at least win one of these races. So it could be interesting still as the others come around. Well, red shirt has decided to cool first. He's not pushing out, but he has done a lot of running too. Must be really tired. But at the top is green, still leading the way. Still green. And then we have red. Then we have gold. And he's in trouble now because he's certainly being close now. He's been close. Williams at the top. The other two are staying close to him. He hasn't been able to take a big lead. So I think this could be pretty interesting on the final 100 meters because he's still in the lead, but not a long lead, and well, he's pulling away now. I guess he would have heard that the others were a little bit too close for comfort, and he starts to pull away. I think he might just have one more lap. The encouragers are there. So he has certainly extended the lead now. And Red has pushed himself between the two brothers, as has been the case all afternoon. So this is the final lap. Looks as if he's going to run away with this because the others don't have enough gas to catch up. Might be a fight for second though. I think that's where the real fight is going to be because he's pulling away. I think it's Austin Williams pulling away, and I think he's going to aim to lap these two. He's pushing hard to do it. He wants to do it. You can see that he wants to do it. Maybe break a record in the process, but they got away. And here he goes. Here he goes. Is the record shattered? And then we have the real challenge here now for second. There's the other Williams. There's the other Williams pulling away. Champion finish. And here's the Brandy Williams says, that's what I'm talking about. And she pointed him to the finish line. Well, Daddy not very happy here. Asking him to run. We're going to have another rush, I believe. We're going to have another rush. It's going to be another challenge here. Another serious challenge here. Red is pulling away. Green is going after him. But Green can't catch him. Red says, hey, I'm taking this. And then Green. Nobody challenging gold. So will we get a spurt from him as well? He's burnt out, obviously. But the fact is, he's finishing. Number 54. He's home. And then we have one final athlete. He's pushing home. Strong finish, head in the end all. We're going to have the first of the 100 meters. Problem is that the parents get a little out of control when the races start, and they go a little berserk. They go all over the track. If only they can just stay here, then we're good. But the action will be starting soon. Let's hope they stay where they're supposed to stay. So just about to get started. Maybe having some issues in terms of false starts because everybody wants to be the winner. Everybody wants to wear that gold medal. So they're off. And let's see who is leading here. Already we see the persons getting involved here. So here we have a Red House athlete leading by a good distance. And he has a little style to finish. And then we have red. And then we have gold. And then we have green. Well, the parents are all involved.
Yes, that was the first 100 meters.
So we're going to have the second 100-meter race shortly. And we have a pretty clear shot right now, but look what happens when the race starts.
Grade one girls in the 100 meters. Record holder Nangela Semples.
Well, Douglas was so quick that by the time we got the new SD card in, she had already busted the lane. So another one for Douglas. So Douglas took this one.
Under the patronage of Mr. Royston Queenie. And I think on Friday we have the Georgia Primary School. Having their sports. We still have some sporting action to be completed. And it all goes down at the bottom track. Grade 1 boys, Wazim Mintus is the record holder, 16.12 seconds, way back in 2000. And he was a Red House. Lord of mercy, that was way back.
Well, we're going to have another one of those exciting 100-meter races. They're off. And we have one girl, two boys. And boys don't like to be beaten by girls. And so they have said we're going to tangle up front for first place. And it's close, it's close, it's close, it's close. And then the female, the lone female.
Looks like green from my vantage point.
And of course we have one of our star athletes here, Tiana Liebert. She would have had a couple of records here at this school. This is her primary school. Grade 1 girls. Boys, is it? Here they come. 3 boys it is. Red and green. At the top, red and green. This is the tough one. This is the tight one. Here is green, red, green, red. I believe. Good race. So it's another one of those 100-meter races. Just about to get going. Out of the blocks to go. Let's see who is leading in this one. Red seems to be pulling away. Red seems to be pulling away. Red is pulling away. Definitely pulling away. And he's gone clear. The tight one for second. And the Brandy's are in it. Brandy Williams. You know it when the start lead goes over the line.
Record was held by Owen Brown, 16 seconds.
We're going to have the grades 4 females. And keep your eyes on, I think it's a greenhouse athlete. Or is it? Is she in the grade 6 category? I'm not sure, but could well be. Keep your focus on the greenhouse athletes. About to get going. I'll tell you in a moment if it's her. If she's leading, you'll know it's her. Well, it's her. It's her. Because the Red House athlete, as per usual, trailing in second, but it's green. Storming away from the pack. And her greenhouse second placer for the most of the afternoon takes second. And we have one athlete coming through.
Next, we're going to have the grade 4 boys. Grade 4 boys.
So we have had some real excitement all afternoon. We're going to have another one of those exciting races over the distance of 100 meters. Pedro Jeffers, the long-serving starter at the schools, sets them off and running. Grade 4 boys it is. We have 3 athletes in this one. Red is pulling away. Red already storming away. Green is chasing hard, but won't catch him. It's not red, it's gold. Green, and then red. Well, we're going to get, I think these would be the big girls. And they're off and running. 3 girls in this one. Who is leading? It's grade 5 girls actually. Well, there's a boy in here as well, and the boy is being beaten by the girls. Oh no, it's two boys and one girl. Two boys, one girl. So just in case you're getting a little confused, I think the situation is that some of the races would have males and females because it's not the biggest role in terms of a school. So here goes. These got to be the big girls. Gold and red. Gold and red with a tussle up front here. Gold and red. Serious tussle here. Red pulls away. Red pulls away. Gold settles for second. Gold third. Red fourth. And green. Now they're trying to get the crowd to understand that in this particular race, all of the lanes are occupied. And some of them are bordering that line. So trying to get them to go back. And two Williams brothers are in this one. They've been tussling all afternoon, but the one in green has been the dominant force. Over 100 meters now, he might have a bit more of a challenge. Let's see what happens here. This is where the big boys play. A little bit of a stop-start. Final instructions now coming from the starter, Pedro Jeffers. They're off. Let's see who is going to take this one. We are seeing the green shirt already. We are seeing more teachers now in front here. But here's a race here. It's a serious race here. It's a serious race here. Well, well, well. I think green shirt has been beaten. And I think his brother beat him. I think his brother beat him on this occasion. So at least the brother can go home now, and there would be some little bragging rights. Well, just watching the persons on the podium, seems as if the Williams brother for Gold House wasn't in this one. There are two other Gold House athletes who beat Williams, so they certainly did very well.
By 100 meters, we have Red House 144, Red House 144, Gold House 145, Gold House 145, and out front is Greenhouse on 158. Well, it's not yet over. It is a 4x100 meters.
So green 158.
Gold 145.
Goal 145, defending well.
And the Red House 144.
And Red House 144.
In the penultimate official race for the day, 4x400 meters. And this one is for boys. And then we'll have, I guess, the one for girls. And if there are any exhibition races after that. But the sun is pretty much set now. But I remember we used to play cricket in much darker conditions than these when we were growing up. Sometimes you can't even see the bowler coming in and you're still playing cricket. So I guess this is pretty good light at this time. Young Williams has certainly done well all afternoon. He has been running very strongly all afternoon. Well, his brother is in this one. And for the moment, green shirt leading again. I guess the other guy would be a little later. Depends on who is finishing. But I think he is going to pass off this shortly. I'm wondering if they didn't want him to finish. Why not allow him to finish? But I guess they have their strategy. His brother is making a late move here. Strong late move too. And he's pulling away knowing that he's being challenged. He's going to pass off that baton first. And Batten's being passed off. Batten's being passed off. out of the blocks to go. So right away we have a lead established, but those others are chasing hard. Red is especially going hard, and I think the greenhouse athlete with all of that lead is in danger of being overtaken because the other guys are doing pretty well. Well, they're kind of burnt out now. You could see that reality has struck, and I think green will pass off first again, but I think the gap has been significantly closed. So they're getting the encouragement here, getting the encouragement, even a little fanning up there to continue. Oh, Shorty said he was going to lie down. Shorty said he was going to lie down all afternoon, but Shorty has forgotten that he's supposed to be sick. So Shorty is in the mood to run, and Gold is up top. As Green taking back the lead. Gold wouldn't like that one bit. How does he respond? He's been fanned on here. Been fanned on. Maybe that's Mommy. Yes, that's Zayn and that's Mommy. Mommy is running and fanning. I guess the wind from that is illegal because that extra fan could be a little illegal wind blowing there. But Mommy has done her job. Baton passed off. And now we have girl versus boy. The boy's out of the blocks, but look at the goal house girl. She's saying, no boy's gonna beat me. I don't think any boy can beat me. And so the boy is saying, no girl can beat me. And he's holding on to that lead for the moment. So it's green. And Gold, the girl, she has slowed up badly. Green is pulling away. Gold has slowed up really badly. And Green, being urged on here, is going along nicely here. Gold, can she pull back? Can she get back into this? The Red House athlete, remember her. She's giving it her all. She has really done well all afternoon. Getting the encouragement here. Can she catch up on the Gold House athlete? And somebody is saying, no, Gold, don't let her catch you. And up front, Green, large and in charge. Large and in charge is Green. So, here he comes, Greenhouse, getting encouragement. Pushing now because the baton will be passed off momentarily. And here's Williams giving him the encouragement, telling him to keep going. So, not lacking for encouragement here. Baton is passed off. What's happening behind here though? Red is closing in on green. On gold, sorry. Gold House supporters saying no, don't let her catch you. But she has done very well, that Red House athlete. And Gold is going to pass off first, but the gap has been closed nicely here. So depending on the strength of the athlete taking that baton, we could make a comeback. Let's see. This athlete has done well all afternoon. Can she do a catch-up here? Well, out front is Green. And you know she has been a champion all day. So I think it's pretty much done and dusted for the gold. But I think the real race is here. Here's the real race. Well, well, well. Red has overtaken Gold, but she's slowing up badly. Gold is coming back. Gold is saying girls can't beat boys. So Red is burnt out. Red is totally burnt out. But at the top, that champion athlete is coming through. She is dominating, being encouraged. What a finish. I told you, remember this young lady for Inter Primary 2023. Now we have the race on here. We have a race on. Race on here. And no, there's no race on. Red has virtually given up the ghost. It's just an entourage coming through with the Gold House athletes. And he, number 49, takes the silver. And then we have the Red House athletes. She gave it her all, but she got burnt out in the process. And here she comes to get the bronze medal. So it was a mixed race, so I think that's the final official race for the day. We are not sure if we're going to have the exhibition races. And if that is so, they will have to happen very soon.
Champions in second place, we have Gold House. Give it up for Gold House. Alright. And in third place, we have Red House. Give it up for Red House. Alright. Up next, we're going to have a teachers race, teachers balloon race.
Yeah, take care, man. All the best. So it's going to be a very interesting race here. It's the teachers balloon race. And I get the impression that it's a kind of relay, because once the first pop goes, they come back up here and they'll tag with somebody. So it should be pretty interesting. Should be very interesting. It's about to get going. So they're about to go. Well, they're off and running. Now they have to pop the balloon. I heard a balloon pop. Well. They tag. And so, bus balloon gone. Well. Balloon run with balloon no one bus. Balloon. Well. What a race. What a race. Well, we have the official results. Greenhouse is the champion with 214 points. Red House is in second with 210 points. And Gold House, the defending champions, in third with 208 points. What a close finish. Let me repeat that. Greenhouse 214, Red 210, Gold 208. Well, we're going to have a past students race, or maybe more than one. So we have past students, and it looks as if Tiana would be in the lineup. Is she? No. It doesn't seem as if Tiana will be going. But I believe that Adrian Williams, who is now a coach, is down there. So it could be pretty interesting. Adrian Williams getting rid of his cap. So Adrian Williams did that one. Left everybody else in the dust. And Adrian Williams was running barefoot. So that's the way we're going to leave you from the St. James's Primary Sports Meet.